Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, it is that time of month again. In fact, it's a little beyond that time of month for us to get the channeled message from the spirit guides to let us know what in the hell's going on here. What can we expect? What do we need to know about the world currently? So we are fixing to take a look into that and see what they've said. So I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and usually we take a look at the tea with the tarot until we do these videos, in which case we channel. So with that, as usual, I have channeled a message, typed it out after calling my team forward. Gonna read that for everyone here today. The reason why it's coming at you a little bit later is because I have had the COVID, as most of y'all know, and I've been clearing my throat a lot like that and coughing a lot, and it's really hard to read out a channeled message to people when I'm hacking. It kind of interrupts the flow of reading if you got to cough a lot. So hadn't been able to record this. Tried a couple times, didn't work out. So I'm bringing that up now. Gonna check that out for y'all. And as always, for those of you who really benefit from these messages, you like these messages, you feel like you get a lot out of these messages, there's always two when we do these every month. So the second one, as always, will be put on the Perk Squad. So for channel members, Perk Squad members, there you go. You will have a second message there. Perk Squad gets lots of perks. You can click the blue join button below to figure out what all of those perks are. There are several, one of which is Vigio shout out. So shout out to you, Boom Her. Shout out to you, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Shout out to you, Boom Her. That's a fun name. All right, so let's go ahead and dig into what the spirit guides wanted to share with us this time. And I remember as I was typing and channeling, I remember thinking like, whoa, okay. So as I go to read this back, we're gonna see together what this is like. Alrighty, so it says, we are here again today to provide another message to you. We enjoy meeting up with you occasionally to bring you these messages, whether they be messages of hope or messages of hard truths. Today, we come to bring you a message of hard truth. We come to tell you that this year will be another challenging year for many of you, though perhaps maybe not in the ways that you have imagined. It is true that your planet and societies are still in a ramping up, a building, a crescendo. It is true that there is more coming, more calamity, more chaos. It is true that this will climax before your year of 2030 approaches. But it is also true that this is how we get to the other side. This is how the change comes. And so it must be so. It must happen this way. This is how life goes on, evolves, blossoms. That is why these are such important times that you are all in, co-creating together the new world, the new way of being. For how can everyone see and understand the way things are meant to be until they have first realized that they do not still desire the way that things are? So many people are unhappy right now. So many people are begging for change. But the truth is, they are not quite ready for it because they are not yet willing to change themselves. They are not quite ready to stop engaging in the types of thinking or behaviors that contributes to the way that the world is. They're not quite ready to pull away from the societal standards that exist in toxic cohabitation. They are not quite ready to stand up against what is wrong, to cry out for what is right. They are not quite ready to begin the hard work of creating the new, away from the old, outside of those previous systems. They are still very much so plugged into the world, the society, the systems, the structures that currently exist because of their comforts and their hopes of money, stability, happiness, the dream that you are being sold that is not real. We do not say all of this to be shaming. No. It is understandable why so many are still plugged in this way. It is, in fact, the way things should be because it is the way things are being. But it is not something that is intended to remain. It is not something that is intended to last forever. Instead, it is something that you are meant to see and to choose to turn away from, to embrace the new thought forms, the new patterns, new behaviors, new perspectives, new systems, new governments, new ways of being in every capacity. This cannot happen until everyone is on the same page, per se. This cannot happen until you all decide together that this is the way. And societies across your planet are just not ready for this yet. More are awakening, yes. More are becoming ready now than ever before, yes. And this process will continue. Hold space for those who are not there yet. Be patient with them. Be compassionate. Know that they are learning just as you have been allowed to learn in your own way and your own time. They are afforded this right to free will opportunities just as you have been. Know that these changes are designed to take place and to begin to take place quite soon from our perspective. Stay the course. Hold the space. Shine the lantern. And wait. We love you so very much. Your spirit guides. Whew. So that was a lot. That was so much to process, actually, that I don't even know where I would begin in going at it. Because there were quite a few moments in that I was like, okay, hold on. So this is one of those messages that I would probably have to pause, meditate, and just rewatch the video later and kind of let it soak in again and let every time soak in at a new layer, a deeper level, to where each time I listen to it, something else from it pings and sticks out as salient that's different from the time before. And I think that's kind of the beauty in some of these messages, that sometimes when the way they word things, there will be certain things that impact you more the first time you hear it versus other parts the second time, other parts the third. There's more meanings, more layers in these messages that they give, and I quite like that. I find that to be helpful. So anywho, y'all tell me what you think. What stood out to you? What was the part that was the most salient this first time that you heard it? And what your impressions are about kind of, the point, the things that they were getting at. I always like hearing what people think. People in the comments give us food for thought all the damn time. Very, very helpful. One of the things that I really love about our community here, us sharing things together and kind of experiencing these things together. And then, of course, for everyone that wants to hear the second message, again, that will be on the Perk Squad, blue join button below, or the link in the description box can take you to the Perk Squad. So for people who really feel like they enjoy these and want a second one, that will be there for you. And if you'd like a private reading, you know how to reach me. BeasTalksAndTarot.com. It's in the description box below. You can schedule a private reading with me, a private Reiki Energy Healing for cleansing and clearing with me, life coaching, learning how to read the cards the way I read the cards. All of that is there. So BeasTalksAndTarot.com. And then, of course, stay tuned for a little B-roll. We always like to have a little B-roll at the end of these videos to help keep lifting it up. That way, no matter what happens in a video, whether it's really good or really not so good, we can end on a high note of looking at the crazy puppy shenanigans that happens in my household with these little fur babies. So stay tuned for the B-roll. And thank you, Penelope, for trying to match Mama with the blues, even if it's a different type of blue. You did good, girl. You did good. So, anywho, I'll come at you, Perk Squad folks. And everyone else, all you wonderful, lovely, perfect little percolators out there, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, y'all.
Just woke up from
Oh, Daddy. Oh, sleepy boy. My goodness. Oh, you're hilarious. Okay. Bless him.